So let's try to see today. Yesterday we have completed variables. Variables means we have just seen how to declare variables. What are identifiers we have seen. Today we will see what are literals or what are literals. And we will also start with data type. We'll try to complete couple of data types. So data, yesterday we have seen something called identifiers. So identifiers mean Suresh, I think you also joined today new. Uh, so I'm going to cover the entire syllabus. Okay. So the syllabus I would try to explain you once you state in the last. Okay, I can explain you the syllabus. We are starting with Python. We are seeing the basics of Python, and then we will see API testing. We will see automation testing, frameworks, end-to-end project, API testing, DB testing. So everything in Python as a testing we are going to cover. Full stack testing we are going to see, okay, in this course. So we have started basically with Python. Okay. So we will. I mean to say that you can please state in the last. I can explain you the syllabus. Okay. Whoever is joined new. So now we have seen identifiers. Identifiers means the rules to define the variables, functions, classes. So we have seen four important rules. First rule is an identifier cannot start with a number. Okay. It cannot start with a character with a number as a first character. Second thing, it cannot be any keyword. Identifier cannot be any keyword. Identifier cannot use any special characters except underscore. And identifiers are case sensitive. You cannot interchange the cases. These are the four important points that everyone has to remember in identifiers. So these are all one-time read in the lifetime. I mean to say, you just whenever you see any program, you just need to understand the basic. Okay, you don't need to refer it again for any introduction. So now we will see something called literals. So we know how to define a variable, right? We know how to define a variable. So is it correct way to define a variable? Now you tell me.
Yes.
Yes, right? Yeah. Because this is in a possible limit. So can you tell me, is it correct way to define the rate of dollar? Is it correct way to define a string variable?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you say, right? Any other answers? No, only yes, right? Why it is yes?
No.
See, it is yes or no that we are going to see, but this is called the value. Okay, this is the variable we are defining, and this is a value for that variable. Okay, so even the values for it has some rules. Okay, so actually it is a correct way. See, I said there is no special character accepted except underscore, right? For keys. For keys means for variables. Okay. For values, there is no restriction. Okay. That means you are giving some value for a variable, right? This is a variable and this is the value that you're giving for that variable. Okay. So this section is called literals. Literals means the rules to define the values for the variables or classes or methods is called as literals. So this is correct. There is no restriction for using. These are special characters. Special characters can be used in the values, but not in the variables. Okay. So we will try to understand what are the different types of literals we have. So we have four types of literals. One is numeric literals, second is string literals, third is special literal, and fourth is Boolean literal. Okay, there are four types of literals. Okay, I will share you notes available in the group once you have joined. So these are the four types of literals that we have in Python. Okay, got it right? These are the four types of literals that we have in Python. Numeric literals, string literals, Boolean literal, and also special literal. So what is numeric literal? Numeric literal means any value for a variable. Okay, we are not concerned about this section, this section. We are only concerned about the value section, okay, because we are talking about literals. This section is already done about identifiers. Okay, so in Python, you can give an unlimited length of integer. Okay, there is no restriction in Python for the length of the integer that you give. You can give any number of integer of any size which is accepted in Python. Got it, right? This is very important to understand. So in Python, there is no restriction for the length of the way integer that we provide. If I print a, it gives me some, because I given a very big integer. Okay, it is not out of scope, it is within scope. So in numeric literal, there are again two important things. Numeric literal means it can be an integer or it can be a float value. So it can be any float value. Okay. See, I'm just giving some value after dot. Dot after dot you give, that's called decimal values. Okay. If you have any decimal values, that's called float values, float variables. So it will take till the maximum 15 digits. That's what it takes. Okay. Even though you have given an unlimited length, if I print a, it gives me till 15 decimals. You're getting my point, right? For integers, it can give an unlimited length. For float, it will give till 15 decimals, even though you have defined very big length of decimal, because that is the maximum precision that any variable or any value of a number can have, right? Till 15 is the maximum number. After that, it is negligible. It is not even considered as a dot. Okay, so that is the reason it is not being considered. And there is one more. See, these three things are called as numeric literal. What? Integers, float, and there is one thing called complex. So complex integers and float values are called as numeric literals. What is float? Sir, what is complex? Complex means anything in Python which is in the format of a plus bj. J can be capital or small. A can be any real number and B can be any real number. For example, if I say 2 plus 3j, capital J again. So here 2 is called real section and 3 is called imaginary section. You would have heard about something called complex numbers in your lower standards, okay, which is in the format of a plus bi, okay. So it is basically used for three-dimensional understanding. Here we don't have any such things. But just to understand what is this complex number, you should have an idea. Okay, we are not going to deal with any three-dimensional way, but we need to also know like what is that complex number that is existing in Python. So any complex number or any number which is in the format of a plus bj is called complex number in Python. So j can be small or capital. Okay, instead of I, we say j in Python. So it is basically used for three-dimensional calculations, okay, for mathematical understanding. And for us, it is nowhere useful, okay. But just to have what is the type of A, what is the type of A? See, you are seeing, right? A, I am defining n number of types. So whatever the latest value of A, that is only considered. Yesterday only I told you, right? So if I say A equal to this number and A equal to this and again A equal to, these two are not considered now. Only the latest value which I defined is considered, okay? Other things are automatically deleted from Python space by a concept called garbage value collector. Okay. So if I print A, it gives you type of A. Type means what is the data type of A? It gives me complex. So there are three types of variables which are under numeric. Okay. If I say numeric literals, it can be an integer or can be a float or can be a complex number. All these three are called as numeric literal. So there are only three ways you can define any numeric literal in Python, either an integer or a float or a complex number. Okay. So then coming to the string literals, any variable that is defined in single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Okay. So like this. Okay. Single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes is called as string. So for a string, if you want to define in Python, you can either define with a single quote or double quote or triple quote. Okay. If I print S1, it gives me output. If I print S2, it gives me output. Again, if I print S2 equal to triple quotes like this, I'm giving. Okay. Durgasoft, for example. Okay. So if I print S2 also, okay, don't confuse. It gives you output as single quote or double quote or single quote. All these three are accepted in Python. All these three are accepted in Python. Got it, right? Understood, right? So all these three are accepted in Python. So when you give double and single and double are for a single line alignment of the variable. Okay, for example, if you want to complete a variable assignment in a single line, you will give double and single. If you want to give multiple lines of variable or multiple lines of string, then you go for triple. So if you want to give a very big string, then go for triple quote. If you want to give a small string, then go for single or double. Okay. So that's the understanding, but anything is fine or accepted in Python. Okay, single or double or triple. Okay. So okay. So this is called string literals in Python. Okay? You can give any variable of string which is in double or single or triple. Everything is accepted. Integers or float or complex is accepted as numeric literals. Then there is something called a Boolean literal. So any variable which is assigned with true, capital T or UD. Okay? You cannot use small t. This is the way that you have to give. This is a Boolean literal. Or if you give anything like false is a boolean. Okay. Either you print or you take a true or false. You assign any value called true or false to a variable. So those variables are called as boolean literals. Okay. So those values are called as boolean literals. So true and false are called boolean literals in Python. Okay. It's a very common thing that everyone can do. Okay. And then coming to special literal, any value called none if you are assigning to a variable, you will not get any output. If I print A, none means it will not print you none. It will not give you any output. See, it does not give any. None means you are not assigning nothing to that variable. You are just creating the variable. Okay, so this is also accepted in Python. So there are 4 types of literals or values that you can give any for any variable. Okay, that is a string literal you can give with all quotes, single, double, or triple quotes, or a numeric literal give with integer, float, or complex you can give, or you can give true or false to a variable, or you can give none to a variable. That's okay. Okay. You cannot give anything except this in Python for any variable. That's what generally we give, right? Okay. So these are variables, okay, variable declaration for single value. So you may also declare a list, you may also declare a tuple. That's a different thing that we see. Okay, these are actually the values that you assign directly to a variable. Okay, so now we will switch to an important concept called data types in Python. Okay, which everyone has to know it. So we will try to understand it. So what is a data type in any language? If you see. What is a data type in any language? So data type in any language is nothing but the type of data that a language, that a variable is holding. Okay, the type of data means the kind of data that value is holding. Okay, the variable is holding, and what kind of operation that you can do with the data. Okay, is what we have to see. In Python, when I say data types, you need to understand. Okay, what is the declaration of that variable? For example, if I say int variable. Okay, how it is different and what are the different methods for that. Okay, So we have to see this. So we will try to see, first is numeric, what is it? Number data type. You know, right? Number data type is again a simple thing. Number data type means it can be an integer or a float or a complex. Okay, anything of these three you define to a number, to a variable, that's called a number data. So we don't have much things in understanding that. The only thing that we have to see is to the conversion of it. For example, if I declare a value called 20.53, if I want to convert it into integer, I'll create one more variable and say int of b. Okay, if I print b, it gives me the value. So it is converted to integer. B is converted to integer by saying int of. We are going to convert A, sorry, we are going to convert B to a integer type of A. Okay, that means a float is converted to integer A. Similarly, if I say C equal to 20 point, similarly, if I have an integer, if I want to convert into float, okay, so I'll say D equal to float of C, and if I print D, it gives 20.0. That means this 0.0, okay, what it is doing is it is trying to keep, it is going to convert, okay, it is going to convert into the integer or float value from the integer. Okay. So Sudhir Raju, you have joined newly. Thanks for that. So I would request you to wait till the last. Okay, we will try to see the syllabus. Okay, we have started with Python. We are going to cover so many things in the syllabus. Okay, just wait till the last of the class so that I can explain you the syllabus. So now we will see one more thing called complex. For example, if I define a variable with a complex, okay, like 8 plus 53G, okay, if I define a variable like this, if I want to convert it into an integer, can it be possible? Just tell me whether this particular variable can be converted to an integer. Complex can be converted to integer. You just say whatever you know. If it's correct or wrong, that's okay. But yeah. Okay. So actually, a complex cannot be converted to integer. For example, if I say int of e, okay, if I try printing it, it gives me cannot convert complex to integer. So this conversion is not possible. Why? Because you cannot accommodate 8 plus 53J or complex type in integer, right? Integer will not have any complex type or any imaginary part like the way it has. So it cannot be accommodated in an integer. But whereas you can take this E, okay, you can take some variable like G equal to int of E. You can convert that particular, sorry, not int. Not int, it's complex of, that means it is a complex variable, right? So you are going to convert integer to a complex. So for example, you have A, right? A is an integer now. Sorry, C is an integer. Okay. So if I say G equal to complex of C, C means C is a, here if you see C equal to 20, I defined, right? So 20 can be converted in the format of complex. If I print G, it gives me 20 plus 0. So it is accommodating 0. That means there is no imaginary part. So it is defaultly taking 0. Okay, on top. Got it right? So this is taking 0 if it is not there. Okay. So that's a understanding of conversion from complex to integer, integer to complex. Okay. So you cannot convert a complex to integer, whereas you can able to convert a integer to complex to integer. Okay. This is a bit, sorry, the other way around. Okay. The other way around means You can only convert one to other. Okay? Yes, yes, whatever you said is, you cannot convert a complex to, no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is correct. What you said is complex cannot be converted to integer. Complex cannot be converted to integer, whereas integer can be accommodated into complex type, complex way. So this is what you need to understand. Okay, so now let's see about second data type called strings data type. Okay, so there are how many types of data types we have? We have totally very important. You need to understand six important data types. Okay, six important data types. One is number data type, string data type, list data type, tuple data type, tuple or tuple, what you say, set data type, and dictionary data type. So totally six important data types are there in Python. So first thing is number data type. There is nothing much explanation for number data type because integers or float or complex are called number data type. So from the second data type, which is string data type, we need to see two important things. One is what is the data type, how you define it. Second is what are the inbuilt methods of the data type, which you can use and do some operations with the data type. Very, very important. So every data type has its own methods in Python. Okay, methods or functions in Python. So you need to know each and every data type functions in your tooltips, in your fingertips. Okay, if you know them, you can easily work with any of these data types. Okay, because these are the basic building blocks of any programming language. Not only in Python, any language, if you take, the data types are the basic building blocks. Okay, or basic things which everyone should know. So we will try to understand each and every data type and the methods that are there in the data. Okay, fine, right? I see that anyone joined or left the class. Okay, so Sonali, I think if you have done payment, you can please ping me, or if you are doing the payment, once you have done it, okay, please ping me, okay? So that I'll add you to WhatsApp. I think I have added everyone except Susha is there, Rohit, you are not there, right? I'll add you. Kriti is there, Richard is there. Okay. I'm going to add Rohit and also Sonali. And Sudhir is also there, right? Yeah. Fine. So we will see string data type in Python. We will try to understand very basics, okay, of it. What is the data type and all. So string data type is defined with generally double quotes is a normal definition you give, okay. Single or double or triple are accepted. You can also do it, but double quotes is a regular way that we keep for any string. Okay. For example, if I type Python, this is the data, this is the declaration, this is a string. So what is the type of S? I don't need to say string S equal in Python. It will automatically understand whenever you give double quotes, it understands, or single or double or triple, it understands that that particular variable is a string. That's the benefit of that language. You don't need to give semicolon. So there are no restrictions such in Python. Python is more simple and easy. So now, what is that we are going to see in this? So first topic is in this string data type, slicing. So whenever I say the word called slicing, slicing means it's pieces, cut into pieces or slices. You know, when you say slices, it's all about a part of it. Okay. Similarly, what does slicing concept in Python for string says? You can able to cut your string into multiple parts. Okay, and you can able to access them separately. For example, if I want to access, so it gets the values in such a way as an index. So this P, if you want P to be getting, if you want to get P out of it, you need to just say S of 0, the index of 0. Okay, what is S of 0? S of 0 means index 0 will give you P. S of 1, S of 1, it starts from 0. So it becomes 0, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So S of 1, what it is? Y. What is S of 2? Or what is S of 4? Can you tell me?
And
Yes. Oh, right. Sorry. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Okay, so it starts from 0, please understand. Okay, so from the back also you can read. From the back it reads in such a way from -1. So for example, S of 5 is nothing but n, right? So if I say S of -1 is also n. Okay, S of -2 is also O, like S of 4. Okay, from the back it reads like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. From the front it reads like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one you are clear, right? This one you understood, right? So, for example, if I say S of 100, okay, is there anything called 100? No, right? There is no 100 index. So if I print it, I'll get an error saying that index error. Please, you need to also understand what kind of errors we get it. This is string index out of range, okay? Because you're going to access a value or access a character in the string which is out of the index. Because there is no S of 100 index. Are you clear, right? You understood, right? So this is one understand. So you can also print, you can also extract few characters. See, here you have extracted one character. So you can also extract a group of characters, or you can extract substring from the string. Okay. So how do you do that? Let's. For example, if I want S of 0 colon, you need to see colon, and then you need to give that value 4. So what does it means? It means it takes from 0, 1, 2, 3, not 4. Okay. If I say 4, it will be always -1 to the last index. Why? Because in Python, last index is reserved for the space. Okay. So you should always in a range. Okay, in a range, if you take any range, this is a range, right? Range means it starts from 0 and it's supposed to end at 4. So if you take any range in Python, it always reserves a particular value or the space for that last index. So that is the reason it will only take till the third index. Okay, so it starts from the starting, but it will end -1 to the last index. For example, it is 0 to 4, right? So it should be 0, 1, 2, 3 only, not 4. Okay, so it should give me, if I print enter, it should give me PYTH. So can you tell me what is this then? So let's first print S. Then I'll try to say S of 2 to 5. Yeah, now tell me what it is supposed to be.
DHO.
Yeah, what about others?
Yes, sir. THU.
It is not Y, okay? It's not Y. See, it starts from 0. That's what you need to understand. It is not starting from 1. 0, first one is 0, second one is 1, third one is 2. So I said 2 to 5. So it will start from 2 and it will end at 4, not 5. Okay? So it is going to be TH. That's what I discussed, right? Any confusion with anyone? Any doubts with anyone? No, right? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay? Similarly, what is this? -1 to -4.
NOH.
Hmm?
NOH.
Yeah. How many people say NOH? How many people say NOH? No matter if it is wrong also, there is no point of it, okay? Um, I'm just trying to understand. How many, so any answers? Any answers apart from this?
Yes, sir. NOH.
Okay. So the point is, in Python, you cannot read from the back. If I run it, it will give me an empty string, okay? If I give it empty. Actually, it should give me NOH because you are giving like this. So it should start from -1 and it should stop till -3. That's understand. But if you are going to read it from the back, it will not accept. So you can give like this, S of -4 to -1. You understood now? You can give only one way of reading. Only this way of reading is possible, even though you can access it from the back by -4. Okay, it will only take -4. Where is -0, -1, -1, -2, -3, -4? So it starts from -4 and then till 4. So if you want to access the last line, you can say S of -4. If you don't give anything and just give a space, it will take till the last. So now you will get DHO. You understood, right? For example, if I say 0 to last, if I don't give anything, so it will give me till the last. If I don't give anything, it will take till the last. You got it right? If I say S of 2 to, if I don't give anything, it will take till the last. Okay? You understood now? Similarly, if you want to read from the back, you can only read from one way. You cannot read the other way. This way of reading is not possible. Only this way of reading is possible by minus also. By the way that you are doing with minus also, you can only read from one way. So if you don't give anything, it takes from the last. Similarly, if I don't take anything in the starting and last, what is our answer? If I don't give, if I say 5 here, okay. So if I don't give in the starting, it takes from the starting. Okay, got it right? Similarly, if I don't give anything in between, it takes from the starting till the last. So this points everyone understood. Just tell me from here to any confusion. Any confusion, anyone? Are you clear? I request you to go through these videos. Videos will be shared by DurgaSoft team. You can utilize that group to contact them. I have already pinged it yesterday. You can call them, contact them anytime. If they are troubling you, just let me know. I'll talk to them. But you can please talk with them, okay? Because I don't have any access from my end. Okay. So I'm going to share you multiple notes. Okay, apart from that, if you are in group, just a minute. Yeah. I'm going to share you my notes, Durgasar notes, okay, and also class notes, everything. I'm going to share you in this group. Okay, please go and get this. So notes part I will take care with interview questions and all I will take care. But the only thing that you are supposed to get it from them is recordings.
Nikhil sir, can you add me first and share this share the notes, please?
Okay, okay. Your
Rohit.
Rohit, right? I need to get confirmation from them, but however, that's okay. Okay, I'll add you there. You can please reach the people, okay? If you have anything, you guys need anything, you can please reach them to get that data. Uh, I think he will not add. Just a minute. Do you have, okay, you have WhatsApp, right?
Yes, I already sent you the message in the WhatsApp, Nikhil sir.
Okay. Okay, I think I have added. Okay, you have been added into the group, okay? So you can get everything. Fine. Okay, so you can please reach with this data. Okay, recordings you have to talk. So these are all important things in slicing. So we will try to see methods in Python. Maybe tomorrow we will try to see. Or today can I complete? Can I take? You're fine with it? You want to take some time to practice, or you want me to start with it? What do you say? You want me to complete this? So I think Sudhir Raju, you can stay for some time until I explain you something in the syllabus. Um, you want me to continue, or you want me to take it tomorrow, or you want me to continue now? That's up to you guys. If you want me to continue, I'll continue it, or you want to take some time to practice, or you want to see it for tomorrow. That's what up to you. What do you say? Anything is fine for me. But yeah, what do you say? Can message if you can't. Yes, sir. What is this? Continue or take tomorrow?
For me, on practice today's class, we can continue tomorrow these things.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. If everything is okay with it.
Yeah, I will just go for majority actually. What about others?
I'm happy to wait as well. I'm happy to continue, but for me,
Okay. Yeah,
it's like
I understand it. Sure. So what about others? Any few people can say. Otherwise, I'll continue, or we can see. Okay, we can see for next 15-20 minutes, but you have to practice. Okay, otherwise there is no understanding. Okay.
Yes, sir. You can continue for me.
Okay. We can continue today, right? For few minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So now, if you see, there are important methods in Python, okay, such as very important, which is part of strings. Okay, every data type has its own methods in Python. Okay, so similarly, like that, Python has its own methods. Okay, sorry, string has its own methods. So all these methods should be known to everyone. Okay, you need to also know what these methods can do. Okay, so for example, there is a method called, all these are inbuilt methods which are part of that string data type. Okay, so for example, I say a equal to pyth. Okay, this is a. Think that this is a. Now, if there is a method called capitalize. Okay, so what this method does is it will capitalize the first letter in your string, okay, to capitalize. Capitalize. See, if I print it, it is making this. So you may ask me a question. Suppose if it is already in capital letters, so it will not do any change. Okay, if it is small, only then it will make it capital. If it is already there, it will not give. Or if that first character is a space, also it will not do it. So what capitalize can do, it will only capitalize the first character in that string to capital letters. Even though you have multiple, say for example, you have Python is good language, okay? So it will only capitalize P, not everything, okay? I hope you understood, right? So it will only capitalize the first character in the entire string that you give, whether it is a single string or a group of words. I hope you're clear, right? So that is what capitalize can do. Then there is a method called upper. So what this upper will do, it will convert every word into, or every character into uppercase. Okay. So if I print a dot upper, it gives me Python is a good language. Got it right? Similarly, lowercase. Okay. For example, if you take if you take any variable, see, it will convert everything. Even though it is uppercase, it will just keep it like that. Others which are in lowercase, okay, it will convert to the uppercase. That's what upper can do. Capital can do only the first character of capitalization, and upper can do uppercase every character to uppercase. Similarly, there is something called lower. Okay. For example, I say C equal to Python is good. Okay. This may in this you have couple of things are which are in capital, right? So if I say lower, everything will be converted into lowercase. Okay. Got it, right? So whatever I defined, that is converted. So what is that lower will do? It will convert everything into lowercase. If it is already lower, it will not do any change. But if it is any capital letters are there, it will convert. Okay. Similarly, uppercase will do the same. Okay. It converts to uppercase. Similarly, capitalize will only do the first character capitalization. Okay. These are the three important things which you have to see. See, there are around 10 to 13 methods which has to be known to everyone. So we will try to see few more now, and then we will close it for today. And we will try to see it tomorrow. Then there is something called ease upper. Ease upper means you are going to check whether every character in that is a uppercase or not. If at least one character is not in uppercase, it throws you false. Anything that is there in Python with ease, it will give you Boolean output, true or false. Okay. Similarly, S dot is lower. It also gives lower LOW here. Okay. So it also checks whether that particular string is having all the lower cases or not. If at least one is not lowercase, it gives you lower. For example, A dot is lower. Okay. So, so it gives you true because you see A is this one. Everything is the lowercase. Okay. Got it, right? Small case. So that is the reason it gives you true. So here in uppercase, fewer upper, fewer lower. It will give you false only because everything should be capital. Understood, right? Any
Yes, sir.
doubts? Any doubts, anyone till here?
Yes, sir. If we want to all the characters in uppercase or lowercase, so can we convert it?
Yeah, that's what I said you, right? Upper and lower will do that. Upper and lower will convert everything to uppercase, lower will convert to lowercase.
All the characters.
Ease upper will check whether it is lowercase or uppercase. Okay, ease lower will check whether it is lowercase, ease upper will check whether it is. So ease upper means it will only give you Boolean output. Upper will convert it to lowercase, lower will convert into lowercase. Okay. So this two will convert, this two will check. Okay. Ease upper, ease lower will check whether they are upper or lower. Upper and lower will convert them to upper and lower. Okay. That's what you need to understand.
Okay, sir.
I think little you need to go through this video because I don't want to go so fast in the initial days only. But yeah, you please go and practice this, okay? Or just go through the video. You don't need to practice much initially. But yeah, you can go through my video again, so get more understanding of it. Until then, we will try to see. Okay. Sudhir, you want to speak something? So others, I think you can drop off. Thanks for your time. Okay, I have added everyone in the group. Okay, you.
Nikhil sir, just one question. So,
Yeah.
from where we can get the today recording in the WhatsApp
Recording
group, or-
will be given to you by DurgaSoft team. Okay, DurgaSoft team is already there in the WhatsApp group. If you are seeing that number I have added, okay. You can just ping in that group to get whatever doubts you have. Okay? That group is actually meant to communicate between you if you have any doubt, because I may not be available every time, right? For every small thing. So you can ask anyone in that. You can ask anyone in that whatever need you have, whatever help you want from them. Okay. So you can just ping them, ping in that group for whatever help you need, and they will suggest you. Okay. Because other people are already there.
Hello, sir, Sudhir here.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we will try to, any questions for anyone? I see, is there anyone joined newly today now? No, right? I think John G has joined. Okay, so class is almost to get completed. I joined. Am I audible? Class is about to get completed. I think we have joined now. But yeah, so I will try to give you the syllabus, whatever we are going to see. We have already seen the class. Others, please, you can drop off if you are now nothing to say to me. Okay. Others can please drop off if you have nothing to say to me or if you have nothing to talk.
All
Hello?
good. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, Sonali, you have any questions? Or you're good? Fine. So let me try to explain you the syllabus. Okay. So the syllabus is all about this. Okay. We are actually starting with. No, Sonali, did you pay? Why did you pay the amount, or did you get your registered yourself? If you have registered yourself, you can please ping me. Okay. If you have my number, right? I have already shared to everyone. This is my WhatsApp number. You can please ping to that. Okay. If you have registered yourself, you can please ping to that number. I'll add it. So syllabus copy, we are going to start entire Python from the scratch till entire testing, the full stack testing in Python. The syllabus, the content only says Selenium with Python, but we are going to cover everything in Python. Okay. So first we will start with Python programming. I'm going to cover entire Python programming from the scratch. Okay. Then we will, you will also get 170 videos of Durga sir. Durga sir is one of the renowned faculty in the entire market. His quality videos are there and actually cost you around 8,000 rupees if you buy it through DurgaSoft Institute website. But you will get it as a free course content if you have enrolled my course. Okay. If you have enrolled my course, you will get videos of DurgaSoft. Okay. As a free content. So you will first complete Python programming. We will try to complete entire Python programming from the scratch. Then we will see entire Selenium concepts. We will see how to automate any website in Python from the scratch. So we are going to cover every topic in that, like frames, web pages, calendars, okay, windows handling, explicit weights, locators. So whatever is required for automation, we are going to cover. By the end of this section, anyone can able to automate any website. At level you will come. Then we will see frameworks. We are going to cover entire frameworks in Python. We are going to see unit test framework, page object model design matter pattern, data driven framework, BDD framework, PyTest framework, robot framework. So we are going to see everything that is there in Python for testing. Okay. So you don't need to worry about it. What is this? What is that? So this is something that is there in Python. Okay. For testing, and we are going to cover everything in that. Okay. Every framework is covered here. Okay. We will see two projects after that frameworks are done. Okay. Then we will see Git and Jenkins. That's not completed. We'll see API testing also through manual and through automation. API testing with Postman we will see, and also API testing will with PyTest framework we will see from the scratch through code how we connect to the APIs, and then we try to validate responses we will see in API testing. We will see database testing to the extent. Okay. Agile methodology we will see, manual testing we will see. So we are going to cover manual testing, agile, database testing, API testing, automation testing with frameworks, Selenium concepts, Python programming, everything in one place. Okay, if you take it as a separate section, you need to you may have to pay a lot. Right? You need to go for automation. You need to go separately for API testing, separately for DB testing, separately for manual testing, separately for Python, separately for automation, Selenium. All this is combined together in our course, and it has been given as a complete course too. Okay, so we are going to see. After that, I'm going to give you 200 plus HR contacts to you directly, where you can interact with them to get your resume shortlisted. I'll give you sample resumes. Important interview questions will be shared to you. There are no classes in weekends. Okay. WhatsApp group will be created as soon as you have paid the amount or you have registered in our you have enrolled my course. So I'll add you to that WhatsApp group. It has already been created. So I can share the materials, I'll share the updates, doubts, and everything in that group. You can get all the updates from me from that in that group. Okay. You will get a recorded videos every day from the DurgaSoft team. So you can claim an experience of 2.5 years in this course by the course that we are going to cover. So class timings are currently 9 to 10. It will be as part of this section. Okay, you can reach to this DurgaSoft numbers, which is displayed in the see. Any doubts, anyone, on in terms of content, course, or anything that you have to specifically mention? Sudhir or John? Sudhir, you are listening, right? You are there, right?
Yeah, sir, I do not have the coding knowledge before.
You do not have? Sorry?
Coding knowledge before. Coding. Programming knowledge.
That's
I do not have.
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm teaching from the scratch. You don't need to.
Working for US Bank as a tech BA, business analyst. So now
That's
they
okay.
told us to learn
That's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need to have any coding language because I'm teaching Python from the scratch. Okay. So which can help you to gain it from the scratch.
Correct, yes, sir.
Yeah. John, you have any questions from me? We have just started today. Okay. So you'll get 1 day recording also. Yeah. Any questions, John? What are you looking for, or is it matching with your requirements? Or you have any questions for me? Okay. Duration will be 2 to 3 months.
How many days of duration?
3 months, near to 2.5 months, 2.5 months.
Okay.
Because we have to cover so many things.
Correct. So I recently installed the Python and the PyCharm IDE.
Yeah, no issues. I will try to tell you from the scratch how to do it. Okay. If at all you have any questions on that, yeah, you can just since now the time is done. Okay, you can join the regular classes. So I will explain you or help you if you have any questions for it. If you don't have any questions for me, I'm going to close this. Okay.
So on call request, so I do not have 3 months of time for why because I installed Python and PyCharm also. So for me, it's very urgent to learn Python.
No, it will not take much. See, I'm saying till completion of entire course, it takes 3 months. Okay. If your requirement is only Python, it will not be done. It will be in next 10 days, 10 to 15 days, you will be able to. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. John, you have no questions for me? If you have no question for me, so thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.